Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really focusing on getting you the core insights from our sources about Riyalo ERP. Our goal is to figure out exactly what this system is, what it does, and, how it's set up to help small and medium businesses, SMEs, thrive.
That's right. And Riyalo ERP, at its core, it's really about simplifying. Think of it as an all-in-one business management software. It pulls everything together, billing, inventory, accounting, services, basically aiming to make the day-to-day running of a business much smoother.
Okay, and straight away, something jumped out from the sources that seems, well, quite deliberate. Riyalo ERP has separate online and offline versions, and they don't automatically sync. That feels like a big decision, especially now when everything seems to be cloud-based. Why do that? Why is that important for some businesses?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's not just about, say, patchy internet, though that's part of it for sure. It's often a strategic choice for some SMEs. Maybe they want more control over their data locally, or maybe it cuts down on costs if they don't need constant cloud access. It could even be about security in certain setups. It sort of steps around that always connected requirement, which frankly can be a hassle for some businesses, gives them real flexibility.
Right, okay, let's unpack this a bit more. I remember trying to help a friend with his small business accounts once, just using spreadsheets.
Huh.
It was chaotic, errors everywhere, it took forever. So when you talk about streamlining daily operations for SMEs, I get that. What specific problems is Riyalo ERP really trying to fix for these businesses?
Well, it's designed precisely for those small to medium businesses drowning in manual tasks. That's the main pain point. It tackles things like reducing the sheer amount of manual work, which naturally cuts down on mistakes. Think about automating billing or keeping track of stock or basic accounting. It's not just saving a little time. We're talking potentially freeing up hours every week. Time staff could spend, talking to customers or actually growing the business instead of just data entry. That hits the bottom line.
That does sound like a big improvement. So
Yeah.
how does it actually do that? What are the core sort of building blocks, the main features?
Okay. Yeah. It's built around key modules. You've got billing and invoicing, which lets you create professional looking bills, invoices, receipts really easily. Then there's inventory management. This is pretty robust, track stock in real time, can give you alerts when things are low, helps manage suppliers, purchase orders, even batch tracking for traceability. You've also got the essential accounting tools for bookkeeping and pulling out financial reports. And for businesses that provide services, there's service management, handles work orders, warranties, maintenance schedules, that kind of thing. Plus, delivery management for logistics planning and tracking. And really importantly, a CRM, customer relationship management, to keep all customer info in one place, track leads, and just, well, improve service overall.
Okay, that covers a lot of ground. Here's where, according to the sources, it gets really interesting. It talks about multiple industry-specific customizations. That sounds quite different from a generic ERP, right?
Exactly. This is a major differentiator. It's not trying to be everything to everyone in the exact same way. It has these specialized modules bit for specific types of businesses. The sources mention things like laundry management tracking garments, customer preferences, stuff like that, or beauty parlor management appointments, client history, even optical store management, car wash, building materials, even school management and hospital management are mentioned.
Wow, that's specific.
Yeah. So it means these businesses aren't trying to shoehorn their processes into a generic system. The software is designed around their specific workflows, which is, a huge help for niche operations.
So thinking about all that, who's the ideal user then? We know SMEs, but can we be more specific? Who really gets the most out of this?
Definitely small to medium businesses that want to simplify and grow, but more specifically, retail stores absolutely benefit needing that tight integration of billing and inventory. And it supports POS integration, point of sale systems. So it links right up with cash registers, payment terminals, makes checkout smooth.
Right.
Service providers too, anyone managing lots of work orders, appointments, client details, and obviously those specialty businesses we just talked about, the laundries, the optical stores, schools, they get huge value from those tailored modules. And importantly, let's not forget businesses that need that offline capability, maybe because of location or just preference. That's a key group too.
Makes sense. So it's quite targeted. When you look at the whole ERP market, though, what really makes Riyalo stand out? You mentioned a few things, but what's the core unique selling point?
I think it boils down to a few key things. First, definitely that clear choice between separate online and offline versions. That flexibility isn't always offered, letting businesses pick what truly fits their setup.
Okay.
Second, those multiple industry customizations we discussed, that's a big one. It shows they understand niche needs. Third, the design philosophy seems very focused, making it affordable and genuinely easy to use, specifically for SMEs who don't have huge IT departments.
Yeah.
And finally, its local roots. Being developed and supported by Sahil Al Seeb Global LLC in Oman means they likely have a strong understanding of the local market, the challenges, the nuances. That local support can be invaluable.
Okay, so it sounds like it's part of a bigger picture, almost an ecosystem aimed at empowering local businesses. Thinking about that bigger picture, what are the hurdles businesses might face adopting something like this, and how does Rialo help them get past those?
Good question. The benefits are definitely there. Clearer reports for better decisions, definitely moving away from just guesswork, and improved customer experience through that CRM, which helps build loyalty. Plus, it's designed to grow with the business. The scalable modules mean you hopefully won't need to rip and replace it down the line.
Right, scalability is key.
Exactly. And this fits right into the mission of the parent companies, Sahil Al Seeb International and Global. They're trying to digitally empower local businesses. It's not just Rialo in isolation. They have other brands, Impose for the POS hardware, Zone for retail gadgets, SaaS G-Tech for IT services. It's just a kind of wraparound support system. That ecosystem can really help overcome those typical adoption hurdles like integration issues or needing hardware or general IT support.
That integration point is interesting. So, looking ahead, what about ongoing support? Is this a system that evolves, gets updates?
Yeah, the sources suggest it is. It integrates with popular POS hardware, like their own Impose brand, which makes sense for a smooth setup. It supports multiple users and multiple locations, essential for businesses planning to grow or that already have several branches. And crucially, they say it's continuously updated based on customer feedback. That's always a good sign, means it should stay relevant. Plus, that local customer service and training is a big practical advantage. It really seems positioned to help businesses bridge that gap, from maybe older traditional methods to more modern digital management in a way that feels supported.
This has been really illuminating. It's clear Rialo ERP isn't just another software package. It seems very intentionally designed for SMEs, particularly with those industry-specific options and that practical online-offline choice. It feels like a really flexible, locally aware approach to helping businesses digitize.
Absolutely. And it leaves us with a pretty interesting question to ponder, doesn't it? When you see a system like Rialo placing such strong emphasis on local support, on these really specific industry modules, and offering that fundamental choice between online and offline, what does that signal about where business software might be heading? Is it possible that for many businesses seeking digital empowerment, this kind of hyper-local customization and infrastructural flexibility is becoming just as crucial, maybe even more so, than purely global scalability? Something to think about.